This episode of the Devinwade Show is brought to you by Just Like That Catering. Make sure you follow them on IG at Just Like That Catering. For more info, call 215-303-7795.
So we spinning blocks on all the ops, the shit start turning to a hobby. I got a thigh with another thigh waiting in the lobby. Fuck a hold and pass it to my bro, cause I got options. I get to work and this shit for the low. Come and shop, I'm in the trap, I need an oven mitt. I got a bitch that when I fuck, she bring another bitch. Heard about me, she won't fuck me just because I'm lit. Heard I fucked her friend, she wanna fuck because of it. She on some other shit, but I can't be tricking off on hoes, I ain't on no sucker shit. Before I go tricking off on hoes, man, I'ma double it. Yeah, I'ma go triple it. Got some hoes that stick as shit. Got some hoes that line you up. I know they be with this shit. Two hoes, fuck them both at the same time. Two phones going off, we can FaceTime. I've been on the road, chasing dog, ain't make no time. Ain't got no time, no waste no time, oh. I got two hoes, fuck them both at the same time. Two phones going off, we can FaceTime. I've been on the road, chasing dog, ain't waste time.
I'm out of breath. That was a hot track. What up, though? Welcome to another episode of the fucking Devinwade Show. I am your DJ, Chelsea Lee. I'm going to sub you over to our host, Dev freaking Nasty.
What up, what up, what up? I am your host, DevNasty, a.k.a. Dangerous DevNasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mom Out, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out. And I really love that song from Drama that just popped off. It's called Two Hoes. Mm-hmm. And I really love that song because it brought back flashbacks for me.
You are not You're not Two Hoes Poppy, bro. That's not true.
Let him live it. Let him wear it. Let him wear it. Let him wear that shit.
First off, you was a young boy sitting around in the house beating your dick when I was running around in these streets with two and three of them.
Give up. Maybe.
Two and three of them at a
This was your old hoe days.
This was back in the day. Listen, you would see me at an event. You know what I'm saying? People knew, and I always,
Hoes like a gardener.
Yeah,
a bunch of hoes.
Yeah, my last name could have been Gardner. Nigga.
Oh, Devin Gardner. I like that. I like Devin Gardner.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was balling with the whole. I was Devin Garnett. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I was on
Devin Garnett is crazy.
Yeah.
Part of the big three?
Listen, man, well, you a fake ass basketball player right now.
Today,
Devin Two Hoes. Devin Two Hoes.
Devin Two Hoes really works, man. I really like that.
I like that. I like Devin Garnett.
Devin Garnett is hard. Yeah. And for the people that don't know Two Hoes, that means Albert Pujols. That's a play on. That's pretty good, Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's pretty goddamn good.
And I'm heavy.
I'm working on my wordplay.
Y'all know, they know we wordplay here heavy, so it's rubbing off on the whole family.
It's rubbing off on everybody. You know who hasn't picked it up yet? I haven't seen Wally do it yet.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wally D.
Wally. You know what? I'm wrong.
D's nuts.
Wally did help out last week. She helped out on the Halloween episode with the Taino. With the Taino joint.
It was
Yeah. Because it was Lorenzo Taino.
You know
what I'm saying?
Like Lorenzo Tate.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Y'all be trying to discredit me.
Spanishism out.
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah, she did help out with that, man. But how's everybody feeling today, man? You
feeling super great.
Wonderful.
I'm looking at these hot mamas back here.
Let's take a look at the Nasty Girls. Come step over here, Nasty Girls. Let's see what's going on over here.
Monica.
Oh, man. Monica.
That's your favorite? That's the favorite name you like to say?
Yeah, and it's because of what y'all said. It sounded like you said my nigga. I didn't know that at first,
yes,
but
it does.
It's just funny.
So
everybody look at Monica.
So we're gonna let y'all in on a secret. When you was a kid, you used to play this game, and it used to be like, one of these things is not like the other. Remember that? Now, out of the Nasty Girls,
I remember it being a song.
That was a real thing. That was a real thing.
Yeah.
Was it in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe we just old niggas.
No, it's own thing from Sesame Street. One of these kids are doing their own thing.
Oh, that's
okay.
True.
So one of these things are not like the other, and obviously with the Nasty Girls, you could see that one of them is not like the other, and we're not talking about a complexion thing. We're talking about an outfit thing. Our chocolate Barbie, Dashiki Dashima, our African princess.
Dashiki Dashima.
That
Listen.
I like that.
She is out here in all black. And the reason for this,
All
and
black like an omen.
Listen, and the reason is not just because she wanted to be the oddball. It's because the bottoms that they're wearing, she somehow could not fit certain bits within the confines of this.
What was the problem, Garnett? Because you was down there. What was?
Well, first of all, I wasn't down
Not
anywhere.
down there.
Listen, I wasn't down anywhere. We're going to get that out the way.
No, you wasn't. Don't be putting stuff on him.
Yo,
Well, you want to go down there?
Listen.
was the gold frame scratching the thighs? And
None of that happened.
Oh, okay.
All right. I mean, we'll let that shit. What happened? How come you dress differently than these other two women?
My lips kept hanging out.
And not the ones on your face, right?
Definitely
all right.
not.
Listen,
Because
man.
we're definitely not talking about a face mask
Listen.
problem.
She got a fat pulse.
You heard that? Yeah, they definitely said that there was 2 boxing gloves
Y'all
in her
nasty.
drawers. In her drawers, and
If you want to know what I told her, I said, yo, that's a BCP.
Right.
She's like, what is that? It's a big coochie problem. You understand? You out here, you can't fit that
And,
all into that
and
little
guess what?
circumference.
It's plenty of women all over the world. This is not, see,
Facts.
we talk about stuff that's like a little irregular for the regular folks out there, and for the folks that don't know how to be mature and just grown. But it's plenty of women out there that have the puffy joints.
Yeah.
The puffy joints.
Yeah.
It get like that at
Yeah.
times, I suppose,
Yeah.
there's
right?
definitely some ditties out there.
It's
There's
a
some
puffy puss.
clothes.
It's a puffy puss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
Puffy
think they don't
pumps.
make the underwear sometimes in the front wide enough.
Okay. So you've run into this problem, Chelsea Lee?
Is this a problem of yours,
Yes,
Chelsea?
I'm gonna own my shit.
Oh, that's right.
shit.
Come out
Yes.
with it, Chelsea.
But
Come on.
you know, I think when they make the underwears, they sometimes they go like this too much, and it's like it don't cover nothing. Like you literally have to have a vagina that starts like where it don't start for me.
Right.
You know,
Well, maybe the bulls is just freak bulls that work there. You know what I'm saying? And they just really want to, you know what I mean?
They wanna
Maybe
say it
got
out.
some.
They
They
wanna-
probably got some petite pussies. Like I mean,
Huh. Yo,
Ain't nothing wrong with that either.
I'ma tell
She
you
tried
what,
to sneak the wordplay in.
Listen.
Drop a bomb for Wally.
No, I'm gonna tell you, Wally's wordplay is different. Her wordplay is disgusting because we all know the only way you
Nasty
can make
ass.
something more perverted is to use what's called alliteration, and that's when you use the same letter. When she say pulsating, private pussy, part the pussy, like that makes it way worse.
Right.
So petite pussy is definitely could be a section on Pornhub. I can see
no,
somebody
it
searching
is.
for
They
that.
can have smaller. Trust me, my best friend. She has a small. She knows who she is. She has a small, petite vagina.
Oh, y'all
How
really
does
close
she-
friends.
It probably starts
do
mad
that?
low.
This is Walesba.
It starts mad low.
It does.
And
It
she
starts-
can stand like this and you can't see it.
And it's this big, legit like this.
Are you close with all your friends like that?
Not all of them.
This is a special friend, huh?
I
This
just
is a
love
friend
her.
that you-
That's my best friend.
All right.
Damn.
Well,
Shout
That's
out
how
to
you
you.
know. Listen,
She
that's
knows
how
who
you
she
know that we are two totally different creatures.
Yeah.
Right.
That's good for a guy that has a little jaw.
Ain't no way me and my
But
dog.
no.
I don't care how close me and my dog get. It's no way
Yeah.
we gonna be like, bro, show me that hammer.
Yeah. We're not gonna be sitting there like, yo, my nigga Porter kind of got a joint that be like this. You know what I'm saying?
And then I'm gonna be at the next party like, no, my man got a hook though. My man shit, Kurt. My man shit.
He got a mean right
Yo,
hook.
you want my man? My man shit,
You got
Kurt.
me right hook.
That's
I'm
crazy.
straight shaft.
Yo,
my
that's
man
crazy.
Kurt.
So the niggas not gonna be out there like, I got a
We
jab.
can't do that.
I got a jab. My man got a left hook. My other people's got a motherfucking
Yeah.
uppercut.
A bolo.
I'm telling you.
This nigga just swing everywhere.
Uppercut. You know what I'm
Two
saying?
different creatures, and we gotta understand the do's and the don'ts.
Somebody
between
got a
both.
club punch the downward joint. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's disturbing. But while Lesba,
No,
we don't know
it's
what's
not
going on.
that.
But speaking of eating stuff, man, while Lesba, we want to shout out our sponsor, Porter Rich. You know what I'm
heavy.
saying? Just like that catering.
Heavy,
you know what I'm saying?
heavy.
You know what I'm saying? Because right now they got
Food
these
amazing.
filet mignon burgers and shit like that for us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to pronounce that until today when they brought it past. I thought it was Flaming Young.
Yeah, nah.
wait.
Flaming Young.
We're flaming young.
Flaming Young sounds
You
like a
R.
definite.
Kelly ass nigga. That's why you got
Flaming
this
Young.
fucking
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls.
It definitely
No,
it
he
definitely
got this
sounds
shit-
like a teenage porn.
This-
Teenage porn on
Stop
Pornhub.
it.
Listen,
Flaming Young.
Flaming Young?
But I don't even want to think of the word teenage and porn together.
Listen, this nigga
That's a
got
fact.
on representing the
T-
Chi-Town, just like R. Kells. He
No,
got
this has not. Me wearing a Chicago.
He always had jerseys on.
Everybody always wears Chicago Bulls jerseys,
All you
though.
need is cornrows, nigga.
And that's something I ain't gonna
You need
get.
that lace front he has.
Nah, facts.
First off, I borrowed that lace from Garnett Briscoe.
No,
That's a
you
fact.
didn't. That was yours.
No, stop lying,
Bro,
bro.
that's what you do. You
All right.
wear just braids sometimes.
Downstairs, I told him, I said he got on all the mic shit, but he looked like Scotty. I called him Scotty Jordan.
Yeah,
Scotty Jordan is crazy.
You know what? I could see a rapper coming out. Like, what's the other dude name? Ain't his name like something Magic Jordan?
Magic Bird.
No, there is like a Magic Jordan or something like that rap, right?
I don't know, but I know his name is Post Malone. I think I don't know if that's a play on anything, but
Is it?
Post Malone.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I don't know if he thought about it. So we got Karl Malone. Karl Malone played for the Utah Jazz, number 32, power forward, one of the greatest power forwards of all time. His nickname was the Postman. So now you got Post and Malone.
Oh, yeah, then that makes sense. Yeah, and then your, what? Say it again?
Scotty Jordan.
Okay, Scotty Jordan, new rap name
Scotty
for
Jordan it
Garnett
is.
Briscoe.
Drop a bomb on that.
Hold on. Did we get a fucking call, nigga?
Need the call.
He trying to
I'm
skip
here.
that shit now.
Yeah,
What's
Garnett
up?
Briscoe.
No, I actually thought we did it. My bad.
No,
I
what other
apologize.
jobs you got, bitch?
Wow. What other jobs you got, bitch? You actually sound like the mom off of, what's that movie, dog? With a nigga, what is that?
He sound like the kids with the
Fuck it.
motherfucking.
I was gonna say, Dad, help me out. He said, can he be the sandwich cold? Yeah, ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You don't
Yeah,
know,
I'ma
nigga.
just
How
skip-
about you
I'ma
just
skip
tell us
over
what
that.
your goddamn jobs are, nigga?
Listen, man. You ready for this?
Come on.
Top deacon, philanthropist, marine biologist, hang glider, skydiver,
starting to sound like
DJ,
gunshots.
Chelsea G,
Yeah, this is war zone.
underwater ceramic technician.
Man, what
And
else?
this week I am a subaquatic cosmetologist. You know what I do?
What?
Subaquatic cosmetologist.
Can we break that down, Dev?
Can we hold on? Let's try to figure it out before we just ask him
Yeah.
what the fuck that is.
Okay.
What are these words?
Sub, under, water, something. Cosmetologist.
Sub is
I
like
feel like he's
submerged.
cosmetologizing some fish tanks. I feel like he cleans out fish tanks.
He's
I
a
think he goes in
designing
there.
it.
That's not a bad guess, Chelsea.
He's
You
a
really
fish-
broke
Yeah,
that
it's-
down.
listen.
he's a fish barber.
Motherfucker, yes, I actually am that. Listen, I'm out here.
fish
Ding,
barber.
ding. Listen, if you underwater, call me. That's it. Call me.
Yeah, but you
scissors.
can't put clippers underwater.
I can
Kids do
put-
not do this
listen.
at home.
Yeah, you will
I can
die.
put my clippers underwater.
Will you cut an octopus?
Why
Say-
you saying like
Hold on,
that?
hold on. Or when you cut Waleska's poissy.
Hold on.
Because it's supposed to be
What is
water.
wrong with your
No, because I'm saying it's supposed to be Wally
That's
Water
crazy.
Kingdom.
Dad
So
be
if
trying to
it's-
set shit
That's
up.
above water though. It's not submerged underwater.
No, it is submerged underwater.
It
You
get
all
deep.
in though. You
I'm
all
all
in.
in.
What
But
kind of
that
sex
ain't-
you having?
Yeah, but that's it.
Just the tip.
See,
Just
what-
the tip.
Don't get y'all know not to get Wally started on the kingdom, man.
Listen, I knew I should have worn my poncho or something, man. She out here talking crazy.
You gotta use the scissors.
Oh, all scissor work, nigga.
Damn.
Listen, I'll just say this.
Heavy with the hand.
I'll
He
just say
fucking
this.
Scotty
My
up
clippers
over
work
there.
underwater. That's what I do.
Okay.
And yeah, that's a job for this week, man.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, so that's
fire.
Garnett Briscoe. Also, we have
My
the
boy.
Thurman Street Pumper himself,
Pow, pow.
Porter Rich,
You know how we coming.
and he is a Camden City veteran.
It's a
today.
42.
Yeah, that's why they heard the chopper. Cause I'm a Camden City veteran and they know what it is, man. Listen, man, this self shit, you know what I mean? Little brand that we got going on, Camden City veteran. And I think everybody, wherever you from, you should be proud if you made it through some things, some hard times, some tribulations, then you here for a reason. And I like to consider myself a veteran, brothers like myself, Devinwade, you know, and we just trying to move forward the right way. And anybody can rock this though. Come, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram and all that. ITD Apparel. Intent to distribute is for the hustlers. And we make dope shit like this. We can make it for your city too. So get at me if you want some custom shit. If you from Baltimore, Atlanta, you a veteran and you lead in the right way and you painting dope pictures for the youth and for the young. Even the young guys can wear this because I tell them that I want to bring it into existence. I
Right.
want you to be a veteran one day.
Right.
So you can wear it now.
Yeah,
so
listen.
we can
Own it now.
Yeah,
We
so
don't
can-
want y'all to be out here being
Right.
flaming youngs. you
And we got it.
understand?
And we,
Be a veteran.
Listen, no bullshit. It's a whole campaign behind this shit. Like, we got to stop glorifying like dying young. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop. Like, we didn't. It's even in our raps where the good die young. You know what I mean? And I get it because it kind of like makes some sense in some scenarios. But we got to just stop accepting shit and start changing some of these standards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where like now I'm pushing forward that I'm a veteran. You know, I give good game. I try to like preach the right shit that wasn't preached to me, to the youth. And I want the youth to like know that you can wear this veteran shit right now. You a young veteran. And we want you to see the day and time where you like an OG, older veteran, and you giving the game back to the young guys, and we helping each other.
Because that could be the reason why it be dudes that be like, 20 years old and they be calling a nigga OG and he 26. They don't even think they're going to live that long or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
It's sad. And it kind of like, I've had people in the service like say something to either me or to other people who've supported my brand, because I just dropped the white. This the white. I'm the first person to rock the white. I dropped the black like about a month and a half ago. And people used to tell me, like, Rich, I seen somebody that was in the service, like, where sometimes they would get embraced, but sometimes somebody would have an issue with it. And I remember one time I had to talk to a guy, like, I said, listen, it's no disrespect to nobody that's in the service. We respect y'all and we love what y'all tried to do and what you guys, did for the country and mean well for the country. But you got to understand that in cities like ours, in areas like ours where you've never been to and you've never obviously experienced it, we got our own issues where like it's really like a war going on, and it's sad situations, it's real like trials and tribulations, man, that we make it through. So this is just like something for us, man. The survivors of like Camden City, Philadelphia,
that
and areas
actually
like
that reminds me of like one of 50 like lyrics, one of my favorite lyrics. He said, "I got a purple heart for war and I ain't never left the city."
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. Shout to 50, shout to the whole Queens.
Yeah. And to his right, of course, we have the woman that we
high
just
knee
spoke
boots.
about. Yeah, she's out here
snakeskin mommy.
Boots, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Snakeskin mommy.
You changing your IG name to snakeskin mommy?
That'd be crazy.
Listen,
doing that.
Listen, do y'all see these edges right now? Y'all see the swoop?
Listen,
y'all see the swoop
baby
on this?
hairs on a billion, and that is Wally, Water Kingdom, a.k.a. Waleska.
A.k.a. Young Poncho. You understand? Because you better keep it on you if you're around it.
Wow.
Thanks for the intro.
Wow.
I appreciate that shit. That shit's heavy.
Listen.
She ain't
I
mad
tried.
at that one.
Heavy like she said your drawers was in that one episode.
My drawers not heavy. They're very light
that thing
drawers.
was heavy that
She
day.
did say the leather. She did say the leather was looking crazy.
Nah, it was.
And
Thank you for the compliment.
Of course, always we got to spark it off. We need a moan from Mona Lisa, a.k.a. Mona Scott Young, a.k.a. Moni Love, DJ Chelsea Lee.
I had y'all.
That's fucked up. Yo.
Only one, baby. There you go.
Listen, man. Listen, for all the people at home.
I can't give them away for free, man. Y'all got to sign into the OnlyFans.
Listen, she's trying to lure niggas to the motherfucking OnlyFans now.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I might give one at the end.
She said that in the OnlyFans, she said she turned into a character called Ramona.
Listen.
Where that's all you get is mouth.
Listen, don't worry, y'all. I'll put some porno overdubs over top of that. Remember, I control the sound of this bitch. It's going to be the filthiest one you ever heard.
It's whack. Mine's the best.
You ever heard, you know what I'm saying? But I want to jump into something, man. We talked about Camden. Talked about being Camden City veterans. I want to ask y'all, what was the thing you hated most about being broke?
Shit.
My mom got me the fake Adidas with the 4 stripes in school, and I didn't even have no clue. I'm in school. Somebody come up to me like, yo, Adidas got 3 stripes. I was like, from that day, I said, Mom, don't go to Payless and buy me those damn stripes.
Damn. She didn't even get you the K-Swiss because they was like hot at one point. She didn't grab the K-Swiss though.
Y'all don't remember Payless had the 4-stripe Adidas?
No.
I remember.
They did.
Because we was in school talking down on people like, yo, I didn't mean to, but it was.
We had fun stuff, but that was one of the
listen,
things that my mom cut corners on.
They definitely probably wasn't Adidas if they was in Payless. Because I remember getting the Jordans out of Payless, but they was called hoops. They wasn't Jordans. They was the lookalike.
So what was the nigga doing on the
Nigga was shooting.
No. The nigga, first of all,
he was doing a layup.
The nigga didn't even have like a basketball. It was like a ball of yarn or something. He was about to go sew. It was weird.
Or Charles,
Yo,
when I used to want to go on field trips, Mom would be like, ask your dad for the $5. And Dad would be like, I'm not giving her no money to go on no field trip. Jim, just give Cynthia the $5. She's going on the field trip. And every time a field trip came up, I'd be like, well, Dad, can I just have the $5, please?
The field trips hurt her heart. That's the worst thing about being poor. Shit.
Yeah.
No, the only kid in the class that, she wasn't at the field trip.
That's real. Though.
That is.
That's real though.
Yeah, it was always go ask the other one. Go ask the other one. It's like I gotta barter with my parents to go on a field trip.
Nah, that's real, yo. That's real. Because when it was certain trips and shit older, like, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't going on that shit either. It was a wrap, you know what I'm saying? What about you, Richie?
Damn. That quite
That's the worst. We're talking about the worst part, right?
I mean, I don't want to go deep. You know, I like to go scuba diving deep.
I mean,
sometimes.
go listen, man. Sometimes you got
Be
to.
careful. You see who you sitting next to, man. Just be
Right,
careful.
the kingdom
Watch
is
yourself.
near.
Yeah.
Might drown out this bitch. Nah, but listen, I just didn't like kind of like just how we was like kind of like treated in a lot of situations. Like, you know, when I was really like, because I was smart. I was smart when I was young. I was always, you know, super intelligent. I was blessed with that from God. And I understood that we just was like kind of like left like shorted.
Like second-class citizens?
Yeah, like we were shorted. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
But
welfare.
did you know that as
you
a
learn
kid?
about like
Or until like you was like maybe 9 or 10?
No. At a young age, I understood that it was like my area and there's certain people that all look like me and people who all look like each other. Like we all are the ones who go get these boxes of food every month. That's like not normal. It's like not normal for
But
the
you
rest of
won't
the
know
world.
if it's not normal unless you see other things, right?
Well,
No, but
we
you
knew
still
we
watch
had
TV.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you watch
You had-
TV and
you
you
had
thought like
TV.
niggas live like motherfucking Saved by the Bell or some shit,
Not
but
only
you
that.
live the way
Yeah.
you live, you know what I
Not
mean?
only that, but at like, you got to understand that at like 12, 13, I was off the porch. I was gone in the wind. I'm stealing. I'm in ShopRite. I'm in restaurants. We stealing the tips. And I'm experiencing other things, other people who live in different. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it wasn't like super on a super dramatic level, but I just couldn't help but notice that shit was different for us coming up in the hood, and I didn't like again, I'm telling you, I was chased by like skinheads and shit like that coming up young from like trying to go skating. We was just trying to go skating. Chased by like skinhead, all kinds of little different shit. And I just think that was like the worst part. For me, like just, you know, because I feel like we all definitely like one. You know, we all like human, you know, all people. I love all people, all kinds of people from all nationalities, all backgrounds, from whatever area you from. And I just felt like we was always shorted in the hood, coming up in the hood. And I feel like our people always had it like just double, triple harder.
Now, I feel like the worst part is actually is somewhat kind of the best part as well. But the worst part is like, dog, just being broke, like having to, like, I remember, so after my mom passed and, you know, my dad ended up in jail, I had to go move with my aunt, and my aunt had kids, but it was hard for her to take on another kid. And I remember her not being able to, or just willingly not paying the bills during the summer as far as the electric and stuff like that, sending us off to our grandmom or for me to stay with my my godmom and stuff like that, just so she could save up enough money to give us something to go back to school.
Right.
A couple $100 each to make sure, all right, at least we can get an outfit, a couple outfits or something like that. So I think that's like, something like that is the worst part. I remember nights where I don't even know how my aunt provided for the table, because I remember her saying she was broke unless she was lying. but I remember, you know, she held it down. Shout out to my Terry. She held it down, man. She worked 2 jobs, bro. She was barely home, but even with working 2 jobs with no, you know, man in the household, it just was the kids. She was taking care of us. And, you know, it was times where, like I said, I don't know how the fuck. I remember being home from school sick. We ain't have no soup or anything like that. Next thing I know, you know, she got a whole thing laid out for me. I got medicine, I got soup, I got the crackers, nigga. Yeah. Like, not even just like the bootleg cracker, the one with the salt on it, saltine crackers, nigga.
Right.
Like, oh,
You have a soda on the side?
And that's
definitely, you always got to have a ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Come on,
And that's
come on.
way before they started using like healthy like sea salt and shit
Right,
like
yeah,
that. They had
yeah,
the raw,
the
potent
raw
shit.
Come on, man. Yeah,
That'll body you.
This ain't no Himalaya pink salt. Nah, this is
Right.
Shout out
This
to
is-
your aunt
this is
though,
the real
because like
thing.
my mom was a single mom too. So just raising, you know, 2 girls at the time. My little brother wasn't born, but like, you know, my mom just had to do what she had to do at the end of the day. Like, I didn't always have nice things. My mom would make it work, and I would make whatever she would give us, I would make that work.
Mm-hmm.
And just shout out to my mom for always just like holding it down. And even when you were struggling, you never showed it ever. Like, we always had food in our mouths, whatever it was. Like, you made sure you cook every Saturday. You made sure that we had clothes on our back, no matter what, if it was whatever it was, we always had something. So shout out to her.
That was my situation too. It was good.
Real quick, when I mention like hard times and like pain, like the shit I started off spoken about, I just want the people to know that it ain't always about me. Because I actually had both parents. And don't get me wrong, both my parents came from nothing. Immigrants that migrated to get their shit together. Shout to them for having that hustle in their DNA. But when I talk about my struggles and just trials and tribulations, it wasn't all mine. Some of this shit could have been some of my homies, you know, and I'm a voice for them, you know, because they shit was like triple worse than mine. I'm talking about, but these was my homies. So I still used to like go over their crib, stay the night, and I would just bump into like hard shit that they was dealing with.
Because you would see it.
And even if you fast forward now, some of my people still fighting.
Yeah,
to like, you know, to try to, and I just feel like, you know, we should all have like kind of like the same opportunities, man, and the same chances.
Listen,
you know
man, it's a lot of people that like, you know, they look at me and they think I chose to like be this small. Like I didn't. Like that was because of the lack of nutrition that was going on through the home. Like I had to not grow up so I can get hand-me-downs. I'm only this height, so I can continue to get hand-me-downs.
And you wasn't a preemie baby.
I can't.
Nah.
Wasn't a preemie baby.
I literally stopped myself to grow.
He shrunk himself, he said.
So the food shortage came later.
Kids, don't listen to him.
It wasn't even when you was like, born.
Listen.
I was supposed to be 6'6", bro.
Damn.
Well,
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
Yeah, because I'm just sitting here thinking like, well, why they short you so much? Like 6'6" to whatever 5'8".
At least been
like
6'3".
Nigga, they took a whole foot from you.
Well, it wasn't nobody else 6'3". Like I gotta receive the hand-me-down.
Oh shit.
So you know,
with me, I think it was more like there was a ton of terrible shit, obviously.
Right.
But when I just think about certain shit, it was like it was food related. Always had food, but it was the thing where we couldn't waste no food. When I think about how much food my son wastes, like
that's interesting.
He just don't want this. Like, oh, I just don't want that right now. No matter what it was.
Or can you order me this?
Right. He's kind of like spoiled to shit like that. Where like this, if I was in the crib and I look in that pot and my mom is cooking peas, I hated peas growing up in lima beans. I had to sit at the table all night long while them shits got cold, everything. Like, I don't know why the fuck you should have just ate them when they was warm. You only making it worse on yourself. I'm talking about at the table falling asleep. But it was like, you not gonna waste no food because we not built like that.
We used to I used to eat it, put it in a napkin, but I gotta go to the bathroom because my mom would check the trash. So I used to eat it, spit it out in a napkin if I didn't want it because I hate bananas, I hate like certain foods. And I would go to the bathroom, flush it down the toilet so she could never find out that I didn't really eat it.
Well,
because my mom was on the same shit.
Shout out to Kevin Robinson, my motherfucking cousin that's more like my brother, because you got us motherfucking in trouble when you tried that bullshit. Spit that shit out at Grandma's house on Moore Street and put that shit in the trash can, and Grandma went on her detective because she was just like, it seemed like he just ate that without no resistance. You know what I'm saying? There was no resistance.
It was too fast.
My mom used to be on that. She'll go in the trash and check if she gave you a hefty plate, and all of a sudden you done, nigga. You like, I ate it all.
You gotta flush it down the toilet.
She'll go to the trash.
So I like, it was times, like I said, times where we really couldn't eat, but as far as like privilege, that's what we were privileged in, like stuff like that. Like we had, as far as like when my aunt cooked, you know, she wanted you to like it. So if you didn't like it, would she be upset? Probably. But at the same time, it's like, that's the luxury that we was afforded. So we actually, it sound bad now, but nigga, we was wasteful a little bit as far as just like, if we didn't like something, it's like, like we kind of didn't like it. I just couldn't
understand. Like, Mom, if you know I don't like this shit, why you keep...
Well,
like, you want me to get a
torture.
beating. Like, you want me to get a beating.
That's torture a little bit, where it's like, yo, you know, because it's some people, it's a texture thing. It's a bunch of shit that can go into food and you not liking it. And the fact that I have to sit here for 7 hours, because I'm telling you, I do not like this shit. I do not want this shit.
Right.
But I'm not allowed to waste it. Is there a lesson in it? Probably at the end of it. But during that time,
Hell no.
it's really ain't no lesson in it. It's like, yo, you slowing down what's going on. I can go and be productive. I could be eating some better shit right now, but you want to feed me peas. That's cool.
Exactly. Well, what else? Another thing I want to ask y'all is just like I said, what was the worst thing about being poor? I want to know what the best thing about being poor, because I'm going to tell you what I feel as though what the best thing about being poor was. I felt like the more money that I got in life and the more things I achieved, and not just me, but all my friends, family members, the more separated we became. You know what I'm saying? Because at one time everybody was so broke, like Washington Park Apartments, if anybody from Camden, my Uncle Kev was in there. My Aunt Carla was in there. I was in there. Like, we all would be in the same motherfucking apartment complex. You go down the street, hit Federal, Aunt Blanche right there. Moore Street, Grandma's house right there. Uncle Kev. We all had to watch each other. We all was stuck in Camden. So as people did better in life and somebody would move what we call up the highway, you know what I'm saying? It would be like, now there's a bigger commute to get to people, but some of us still didn't have like vehicles to get there. It was like shit like that.
It's a mission.
But it was a different
then.
missions. But the fact that we had to be so close because we did rely on each other, even financially, whether it was your aunt calling your mom or your mom calling your aunt saying, yo, I need to borrow, you know what I mean, $20 until next week. We all basically lived off of one income in a sense. And even when I became like a teenager, I remember like shout to all my homies from Breeze, Lex, motherfucking Daytona, all the people that I grew up with that we used to split food. Like we used to go to the Chinese store and get, you know what I'm saying, a joint and break it down.
Right.
And it'd be
This
three
is before
of us.
this is before 4 wings and French fries. It was 3.
Yeah. We used
It
to
was
like
3.
we used to break that joint down and it. I was lucky to have friends that we wasn't stingy, none of us. If one person had something,
Y'all all had it.
we all had it. It was automatic. It was like literally we would hit the store, break that joint down, and that's how everybody ate, man. And I actually miss some of that like camaraderie and shit like that.
I was gonna
you know
say,
what I'm
I
saying?
agree with you. The best part for me was because I had my cousins that lived actually around here. It was like 6 of them, brothers and sisters. And the best part for me was one summer they had to come stay at our house. And my aunt was on food stamps. And us as kids, when the other cousins would come over and it was like 8 of us, we had a pool in the backyard in my house. It would be the best thing. Just like we all had to chill together. We couldn't go nowhere. We would just be together swimming in the pool or playing like hopscotch. Like the best thing was spending time because we didn't have time to go out and do things. We would just all be cousins together. And then my aunt and my mom would go get the food stamps. They would get all this food. They would come back. They would cook like the greatest meals. And like you said, like I miss, being together, like sharing those meals, like eating at my mom's house with all my cousins, walking to the corner store. They give us each $2, go get some snacks, some juice. Those were like the fun memories I have being younger where we didn't have a lot of money, where we had to like spread out $2, $3, go to Popeyes, go to get the wings and the rice or whatever. Like those are the things that really as a kid I enjoyed because I spent it with, my family. And we do have a lot of memories all being together doing that kind of stuff where you use your imagination. You out on the streets until the freaking street lights come out. You got to play games that have nothing but yourself.
You create your own shit. You use your imagination.
Listen, speaking of the motherfucking food stamps, shout out to Aunt Carla, man. It was either my 8th or 9th birthday. She gave me food stamps for my birthday.
That's a crazy birthday gift.
It is.
Wow.
Super because so
That's
back in
from
the
the
day,
mud right
back in
there.
the day for the young niggas that don't know, food stamps was actually like paper joints, and they used to be color money. And people used to tease
Monopoly.
you. They
It's
used
white.
they used to
All
like
of
they
it.
used to tease you and everything. So they used to call it down with the rainbow. The joint that had the colors in there, and people used to tease you at school. You down with the rainbow. The funniest part was Everybody
was
broke.
down with the rainbow, yeah.
Everybody was broke and used to pretend that they wasn't, and that was the thing that I went through. That was my toughest adjustment once I started going to school in Pennsauken, but living in Camden. Was that everybody in Pennsauken pretended or whatever that they had no rough growing up, so like people would act like they never saw roaches in their house before and all that type of shit. And I remember
people still do that dumb shit.
No, it was a chick that saw me that came to school and was telling everybody, I saw Dev in the Acres. I saw Dev in the Acres. And they was teasing me at school for being in Westfield Acres, which was the projects where I was from Stockton Station. The two Joneses basically connected.
Right.
And I remember like going to my mom, like they teasing me, talking about I live, you know what I'm saying, in Stockton Station in the Acres and everything. And she was like, well, what the fuck was she doing in the motherfucking Acres? You know what I mean? Probably one of her aunties or somebody living this bitch.
Real
like,
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I hated that. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, as far as like the things that I love is the same things that I hate, because it's what made me who I am. Like, that's what gave me being humble. That's what gave me the confidence. That's what gave me the things that I need to still keep, pushing forward. I don't think is it a bad thing? Maybe, but that's what gave us community. I feel like that's what we're talking about here. Like, that's what it is. It's our barbecues is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that food is made with love. That's not made with wealth. It's not made with none of that other shit. It's literally, yo, you bringing this, somebody on the grill, bring whatever, and then even some of the ignorant shit, bro. Like, think about a barbecue. Some people that come there with no intentions on giving anything. They there to take, but that's still love in a sense, because that's still gonna be your family. It's everybody,
and you kind of know who the people that play that role. Like, his ass ain't bringing nothing,
right? And
it be the same people.
And even though we may bitch and moan about it, it's all love at the end of the day.
If they didn't come at all, it would be a bigger problem.
Exactly.
You talking shit either way. And
I was
go ahead.
And I was gonna say, and I come from a beautiful family, man. My shit is very unique in a sense, because I have my mom's side of the family, I have my dad's side of the family. Then I also have my dad's friends. I have my mom's friends, since they weren't around and aren't around. So I have like 4 different families, literally, that if it wasn't for me, it'll probably be separate. You know what I'm saying? So our barbecues look completely different.
You're like the mold to everybody. Like, you kind of keep everybody in a loop. You're
sense.
like that person.
And it's just a mutual person for everybody to really get along with and love. And those barbecues, those birthday experiences, all that shit, like, I wouldn't change it, because it made me who I am today. As far as like building character, it's a lot of people that we meet in life that can't understand the community that we are forced to have when we live in under these conditions, being disenfranchised. Like, it ain't always a want. That motherfucker that don't bring nothing to the party or whatever, we may really dislike him.
Right, but he's there.
But we need him, because he's good for something.
That's his role. That might be his role.
It's that
we knew he was not gonna bring nothing.
Exactly.
Even like the drunk uncle or the drunk aunt that always comes and talks shit and all that, like that, all of that matters. And like, even to play off of what Garnett said, like, for me, I lost my dad too, so I could relate in that aspect. But my mom's family is like my main immediate family, so we're just like, it was just always us. It'll be like, one thing I could say that I can really appreciate of just not having much, people could look at me and just always be like, oh, she always has. That's a lie, because I lived literally, the house that I grew up, my dad bought for my mom, and it's literally like 20 steps from right here. And when I lived there, like, of course, like, it was a nice home, because we was living in my grandma's house, which was a 1-bedroom, and his little ass apartment in Kramer Hill, and it was all of us there. Like, come on now, you could just imagine how that was. So when we moved here, and just like, one thing I could just appreciate is, like, I used to watch TV, and I see like all the fashions. I used to create that shit with whatever I had. Jeans, like, I used to create cut jeans, cut up shirts, hairstyles. Ask my mom, ask my friends, anybody. I will always create some shit with whatever I had and make that shit work. Even my mom's fashion, I used to look at her when she used to go out every weekend. Because, you know, Friday night, Saturday nights, our parents are going out. They go and hang with their friends. If you had siblings or cousins, y'all all watching each other at the crib while your family members go out. And one thing I do miss is like the drama that the families used to have, and they try to hide it from you, but you low key eavesdropping and you sitting down, you listening.
My family had the drama right in front of us. I'm gonna keep it real. Shout out Aunt Blanchy, you know what I'm saying? My mom's Jossie, you know what I mean? Straight knife fight right at Thanksgiving. That
now
thing
you had those
lit.
too.
You know
You had those too. But
right.
I'm talking about the stuff that would happen like at the club, amongst their friends and shit like
that.
that.
They would tell. My mom would come home and talk shit about my aunts and uncles and everything. Let me tell you something about your rotten ass Uncle Michael. And it just
bro. Eddie Murphy, bro.
And she betting and you just sitting there like, damn, that's some wild shit.
We used to get the VHS tape and record the music videos, and then we would play them over until we knew all the dances. We knew the Justin Timberlake. We knew the fucking
Sean Paul.
Rock the Boat. We knew the Sean Paul. We knew every song that came out on TRL. We was recording it. You could come to our house, all the kids be in the living room like, bye, bye, bye. Like, what you do? We'd be like, you don't know the video? Like,
right.
We up in here. We be burning. Like, we knew everything. That's how we got through time.
I think everybody is pretty much saying the same thing, for real, to a certain extent, with as far as like the good times, like, and your best memories. I think it's fair to say that we all agree. I heard Chelsea say some of the same shit that I've got from Garnett, just with like the worst times made like the best times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it really put some of our people and a lot of our people in like survival mode, you know, and
listen,
even though
I had some of the best time in my life.
Right.
And 10,
like then,
with like 10 and under, like as far as money, with like $10 and under, I've had some of the best time.
I mean, I just feel like this, right? Like once you can make it at the bottom, you can make it anywhere.
Facts.
Once you can survive at the bottom, you can like really like live at the bottom. You can reside there with the people that reside there. You can like live anywhere. You understand what I'm saying?
You gotta tap in.
So I gotta look at like the flip side to it and say, okay, this was a negative, but we gonna look at the positive side.
Facts.
Your aunt, warrior, ain't give a fuck telling you, nigga, listen, no, it's real out here. Yes. And other people
called her warrior.
She was.
No, but G shit. That's because it reminds me of my mom. It reminds me of my mom and my dad, and though they were different, they both had that warrior spirit. And it was like, no, like my mom, listen, my mom, I'm not gonna sit here and snitch on my mom because I just don't snitch, period. But especially not on my mom. But like my mom. No.
Hey yo,
no.
Fuck everybody that snitched on their moms, yo.
Yeah. Fuck you if you snitch, period. But definitely, if you snitch on your mom, my guy, like, come on.
That's some shit.
Where's the
You're
fucking
done.
dignity in that, my nigga? But anyway, my mom got some shit with her, man. My mom was intelligent. My mom got here and knew that the motherfucking deck was stacked. Mm-hmm. And she ain't give a fuck. My mom, you gotta understand, my mom came here from Brooklyn. No, she came from Puerto Rico at the age of 14 straight to Brooklyn to try to figure it out. She said, I gotta figure it out because here in Puerto Rico, for me and my family and my mom and my dad, it just ain't hitting. They had to travel and walk miles to get water to bathe. So she migrated. And, you know, she got to Brooklyn, and obviously she got around some of them slick Brooklyn motherfuckers, and they was like, hey, you could do this twice and do this to you. Yeah, you could get it here, too. And my mom, you know, she made a way, man. Like, we had to do what we had to do, you know, and I think, like, those bad times that like, the shit we was shorted of, the shit we was deprived of, that other people was getting as far as opportunities and things that life consists of to help you have a good life and a regular life. I think, like, we really like was born with like the warrior spirit.
It's beauty in the struggle at times, man. It really is.
And shout out to I don't know if this still exists like this because I don't know what the conditions are in Puerto Rico, but I dealt with a lot of Puerto Rican women in my time period, and I'm an older nigga. Shout out to all the fresh off the boat Puerto Rican women that do not flush the
toilet
paper down the toilet.
No, you can't because it'll clog.
It causes plumbing.
No,
Yeah.
So what?
You're gonna need a plumber every week.
Yeah, but we in
I thought that was
but we in
also-
America,
Exactly.
and they will put that shit in the trash can, straight up. Here in the States.
No, they do it.
know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I'm
But you know what? Hold on. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead,
Hold on. Let me break it down. Okay? I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican, so I experience both sides. In Dominican Republic, it's a little bit more rural. What do they call it? Like royal?
Rural. Yes. Rural.
Said royal.
Not royal. Rural.
Rural.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was this thing called the latrin. And what that is that in DR, you're basically, there's this little shack and it has a hole in it and it's outside. That's where you would use the bathroom. You would pee, you would shit, you would cover it up. And then once that shit fills up, you go to the next thing and you go do it like that. In PR, you couldn't do nothing. They didn't have that. They had more of like a toilet system type of scenario. You could flush, whatever the case may be. I mean, they had that in DR too, but back then, like outside was like the best situation. So in Puerto Rico, you can't flush toilet paper, you can't flush tampons.
You can't flush tampons nowhere. And
No, but
I learned that like
we flushed some tampons and pads once, and we blew out the whole septic at our parents'
God
house.
right.
damn.
You can't be flushing.
Our underground was flooded.
I mean, listen, I know.
You can't be flushing that shit.
I
Period.
know for my mom, it's always been a rule where my mom said no, and she had to break it down to us. Why? Because you got to understand that, of course, flushing shit down the toilet, an excessive amount. Some people don't even know how to wipe their ass. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
That's a whole nother thing.
You get up from the shitter and you got to use a half a roll of toilet paper to wipe your shit, and then you try and flush that shit. You done fucked up the whole system, nigga. Like, so that's why my mom was like, no.
Now you gotta hire a plumber. They gotta come out.
Yeah, but people, my friends, it was my friends who had an issue with it. My homies was just like, Rich, like, come on, bro. I'm throwing it in the trash. Now I gotta smell that shit, bro. It's gonna stink, bro. The whole fucking bathroom gonna smell like shit. And
No,
I'm
it's
like,
not.
I was gonna say that ain't even
I'm
true.
like, bro, it's not if you got a proper trash can with like a lid that belongs in the bathroom because you know what you're putting in there. It's about
Facts.
living right, right? And I think it does like kind of like make some sense. If flushing all this crazy, you got some people that'll flush anything,
No,
especially if
facts.
they think the flush strong. You know, in the county jail, you can flush sneakers. Yeah. you can flush a whole
Niggas not
motherfucking
flushing.
Killer Ray's son once flushed a motherfucking action figure down the toilet here at the studio.
No,
Fucked
that's a fact.
everything
That's
up.
a fact. He did that.
And I just say that to say that if your homie go to your crib and he see your flush pet, like they might just don't give a fuck and just, you know, and that could cause an issue. You might need a plumber next week. You know what I'm saying? So it has been like a tradition. I know for my mom, like she definitely don't play that. Like, no, don't put that shit in my toilet. You're not paying for no plumbing. First of all, you don't even live here. You should be honored and grateful that we letting you drop that stinky shit here.
That's a
You
fact.
even ordered that
So-
you even have a toilet to piss and shit on.
Nah, some of
because
my old
there's
girls, I
places
had
you
to tell
don't.
them like, listen, our toilet work. You could flush it. They adjust it. You know what I'm saying? But you meet them, they be fresh off.
Yeah,
they come fresh from the island.
It's all about differences, though. Different cultures, different backgrounds.
the shit makes sense in these other countries. 1,000%. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what those systems are like. Maybe it's not strong like how it is here.
No, the water
but-
pressure's not even strong.
So it makes sense. And even, coming here with the same mentality, because you don't know what the fuck is going on till you know what's going on.
Right.
But when you come in here, you just set in your ways sometimes. And
Precaution.
it makes sense. I've seen doo-doo paper towel inside of the trash can in the bathroom. I've seen that before, but I never tripped. One, I ain't smell it. So that's how I know. It's like,
I
well,
think
shit.
there should be etiquette. You gotta
Well,
fold it.
And
You know, and
shit folded 97
Bring
times,
some
but that
spray.
last time let me know, oh, it's shit on this napkin. Hold on, that shit was halfway open. It's like, what is that brown spot on this origami toilet paper? Like, what's happening? But I do understand it and I do respect it. I really do. I wouldn't even tell nobody not to do it because I get the mindset, and it actually may be helping us out here because we don't know. Some shit can fuck up tomorrow because we thinking it's super strong and it's just gonna take everything, which it do. It seemed like, but yeah.
I kind of like disagree with it when my mom
She's
first brought it
cracking
to
up.
me, but I had to follow tradition, and it's my mom's shit, so I had to like learn to live with it. Because for
tell
a
you-
while I used to disagree with like, hold on, I'd rather put it in the toilet because it goes God knows where. I
I'll
don't have
tell
to
you,
deal
the
with it
worst
anymore.
thing you could do is you'd wish that you put it in the toilet if you went to a shorty crib and overflowed her toilet, nigga. Like if something like that happened, that's
You would have wished you
That
used.
happened to
So
you?
you
Yeah,
said
so
you would have wished you used the trash.
That's
at night.
happened to me, not necessarily. I'm just talking like growing, like being in spots spots that you probably shouldn't be taking a shit in, and then you do it, and it's like, oh wow,
That shit's crazy.
I fucked
You know,
up.
the craziest part is like, cause you know how like apartments be set up, it'd be like the bathroom be near the bedroom.
Right.
So you feel like your ass cheeks is on the loudest volume they ever been on. Like, come on.
Nah,
son.
that's a fact.
She don't got no music. Turn the TV up in that bitch.
That's a
You know what I
fact.
used to do? I used to turn the faucet on.
Yeah.
I used to turn the
So
faucet
listen,
on.
let me tell you something. That only works with so much. When you know what I mean? When that thing is cranking.
So wait, when it happened, what happened?
That's why I don't even try to do all
No,
that.
I was in
just-
there performing, sweating bullets in that joint. You know what I mean? I finally got it down, but I'm in there punching. I'm like, I'm like, this is not
Embarrassing.
right.
But-
Could you
Nah,
imagine
that's
if that
so-
shit overflowed?
Yeah, listen.
That's why you got to be part Dominican sometimes, man. You
Hold
got
on.
you got to
What
go.
they
I ain't gonna put it out there, but that
no,
did happen to
you
somebody.
just said that you like. As
Oh,
far
now
as
we go shit outside and
No,
shit
no,
like
no,
that.
not shit outside.
Now
Just
we
shit
throw-
did that.
outside.
No, that's what
Hey,
That's
don't
what it
throw that
was.
on them. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I'm saying just throwing your toilet paper
Oh,
inside
and
of the trash can.
yes.
You got to be Dominican in times like that. Puerto Rican, Dominican, whatever.
Why Wally made that sound like she just go shit at parties?
Nobody should be wiping their
Like, oh,
ass
pull over right there.
with
I
dry
gotta
paper
go.
if you just had a shit, in
So
my opinion.
that-
So if you have a shit, you shouldn't be wiping your ass with a dry paper towel. I'll keep baby wipes on me.
You gotta dab it a
24/7.
little bit.
Yo,
If you got a baby wipe,
the baby wipes be fucking up
Yeah, they
toilets
do.
yeah,
too.
but they have flushable wipes.
Now they do. Back in the day, they didn't.
Yo, some
If you
of them
don't flush
flushable
it, it's
Jones,
better
some of them
because you don't have to
flushable
use
Jones
as
don't be
much
working
toilet
too.
paper.
No, Chelsea, we ain't had that back then. You had to wet the napkin.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
you
good.
got to dab it. Just
You gotta
dab
dab it.
it.
And that's better because you don't have to use all this
Exactly.
dry paper.
Right.
Wipe once, you like, God damn, how much shit is in my ass?
And you don't want to keep wiping the same thing. You gotta fold it
Listen.
again.
You're
like,
wipe it
this
again.
shit don't end.
No, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all something.
TMI, but you
This
know you did that
motherfucking-
shit.
Right.
This motherfucking podcast is just too real. But what it does is it allows you to understand that other people think and have the same stupid ass concerns that you got. Because sometimes you think
Real
that's
shit.
just you until you hear
When you got a
Chelsea
baby
saying,
wipe,
yo, what the
2 wipes,
Yeah.
you done. You got dry paper, you like
Niggas know,
1,
especially
2, 3,
for my hair- for my hair.
and you don't even want to leave the bathroom. You like,
Listen, my hairy niggas, they know my hairy niggas, they know they don't went to go wipe some shit. You know we like that. If we ain't got no, if we
Wax
ain't-
your ass.
I know for me, if we ain't got no baby wipes, we talk to like damp it. For me,
Yeah,
you know
with
I'm
the
Muslim.
water.
I'm Muslim, so we perform stingy anyway.
Assalamu alaikum, my
but
brother.
No bullshit like. That with like different issues, you hairy and different things come
Are
into
you
play.
hairy down there?
I'm a monster. I'm a whole
The
animal.
nigga said I'm a monster.
Listen, I'm a whole animal.
This nigga just
Why?
reminded
But
me of
damn,
Wolverine
that
when he
shit
said
don't be
that.
sticking in your
Nah,
ass.
you gotta take the good with the bad. Ain't nothing not animal about
Hold on,
it.
wait. Listen to Chelsea Lee.
go get the ball trimmer, spread your cheeks. Because I just dick rated somebody. I had to tell him, you got to clean it up down there. Nobody
Grooming.
want to put their face down there. So it's the same thing. You got to get the trimmer. I know it might be feel a little gay for y'all. Put your leg up like this.
And
You
And
said
get
face
it.
down there. You eat butt.
No, I was talking
I
about
just
the
wanted to
front.
catch her
I
off
said
guard.
she
She
was,
definitely eat butt.
no,
She
I
talking about
don't.
getting the trimmers.
I said it was a dick rating.
Listen.
I said it was
But
a
that's
dick
what I was
rating.
saying.
A lot of
Niggas
white
gotta
women
cover that.
A lot of white women eat butt. You're half white. I was just
That
checking.
half part of me that's white does not get jiggy with that shit.
Okay.
So
And it
put
ain't
your
no
leg
sin,
up.
What about sin? Cause
And it ain't-
sin a freak. Sin a
and it ain't
Said
no.
like,
Hold on,
nigga,
so-
please.
No, don't play yourself.
Nigga,
Hold up,
please.
and it ain't only white. I know a lot of bros that done said I tossed that salad.
No, that's a fact too. That's a
What do you
fact.
mean?
Well, that's
Like the
Kadeem.
grunt-
Well, that's
Spanish,
Kadeem.
black.
No.
But if you did, it would have to be cleaned up.
I don't do the ass. I don't play with that.
I just think women are super brave that do that to men. It's because
So wait, you
Nick,
got that done to you?
no, I've never had it done because
I got his
I would be
lip.
no, I would look
I
at
know
this
somebody
woman.
that had it done. I know somebody that had it done.
Who?
You.
Get the fuck out of here. No,
You're
I didn't.
lying.
I'm not
You
lying.
are a liar.
Why are you saying that?
are
Why are you
a
saying
liar.
that?
Tell us why you said that. Tell us why.
You're lying. I just feel like you did.
Why? No. Hold
What are we
on.
talking about? Ass eating?
I knew
Hold
that.
on,
Hold on.
it's
I
some-
knew it was absolutely based on nothing. I knew that.
It's
because
based
that's
on
why I
something.
told her-
Hold on, let me tell
It's
you why
based
it's
on
based on
something.
something.
All right.
In our previous podcast on a Sound Only Saturday,
Yeah.
go back. I forgot what episode we were
Go
talking
back.
about this. Remember,
Yeah,
there was a particular person. It was like a lineman. We talking about
Yeah.
ass lick. licking
Yeah.
and all that. You get what I'm saying? I feel like you brought that up because you experienced that.
No, I brought that up because I knew the man that you were talking about, and I know you to be associated with that person.
Yeah, but I ain't have nothing to do with ass licking.
I knew you. You brought up and you said I had a homegirl.
We gotta get the gavel.
Listen, hold on, check this out. Yeah. Oh, we will have Judge Nasty coming soon. We will have Judge Nasty coming soon. But no, what happened was you were speaking about your homegirl who was dealing with your homeboy, and your homegirl was known to lick asses.
Yes.
You described this man as a lineman,
Yes.
and I said, "Oh, I've known that young man since he was about 15 years old.
I know him too.
And you know him too, and that's all that was. That does not have
my
anything
I
to
just
do.
felt like
It's my
you
uncle.
know, you
No.
had come on.
No.
That you
Hold
never
on, but
had your ass licked.
Is there something wrong?
Have they ever tried it? It's
No,
nothing wrong with
but
it.
now-
It's nothing wrong
but
with
what
it.
happens is in my adventures of dealing with white women,
Okay.
they always ask you that.
Oh, they ask
At some
you.
point, like,
and what do you say?
Hey, do you? Fuck no.
Stop
but they
lying. They tell you
always-
to
You
bend
know
over and
why
bust
you know why you say no? Because you scared you're gonna like it.
No,
and I
that's
know,
not.
I
That's
know,
not.
I
That's
know
not.
women that have done that and they do it to a dude and all of a
See-
sudden they're like, oh my God, I came so hard.
Yo,
I never
That's
came
not
that
always
hard.
shit. See,
Let me-
that's
Y'all
so-
are scared
My
of
thing
the
is
feeling.
this. No.
Y'all are scared
My thing
of
is
the
this.
fucking feeling.
My thing is
Y'all
this.
are scared of the feeling. If a girl go down and lick your ass, put a thumb on that
You
shit,
keep worrying
and you
about
come
the
hard, you gonna be like,
feeling.
am I gay?
Hold on. You said
You
put a-
keep worrying about the feeling of that. Like,
Why
niggas
would
not
you want to
tri-
put a thumb there?
that too.
I'm
But
just
That's
saying
where a
because
man's
a man's
G-spot
G-spot is in his ass.
no, it's
I
not.
never-
Yes,
No,
it
it's not.
is.
No, it's not.
Google it. Look it up. Look it
If
up.
I Google it or not, no, that's where his G spot is at. I know where my G
You
spot
have
is
one
at.
there
is in my
too.
dick.
My G spot is at the front of me. You understand that? I
But
know
you
that for
have
a
one
fact.
there
I know
too.
that
I'm
shit
gonna tell
works.
you where the G spot is,
I know that
right? I'm
work.
gonna tell you where my
Right
G
at the
spot
tip
is,
of the
right?
rectum.
So if motherfucking Darth Vader got a helmet on, it's on a faceplate. If you
Football
understand
helmet.
what I'm talking about. You understand?
it's at
if
the
this
ni-
is a motherfucking fireman's helmet, it's right on the nigga.
It's
right
at
there.
the nearest,
G-spot,
the
though.
nearest of the two.
Y'all don't want to hear the truth. The truth is,
At
if
the
a bitch turn you out and make you come
No,
from
see-
doing something around your ass or your gooch, you gonna be
Listen.
fucking mad. You gonna be questioning your
All right,
sexuality.
hold on, Chelsea. I got a good question for them. All right, so you got a girl giving you head. She licks your balls, and she goes in that little space that's between the
gooch?
asshole.
All
The
right,
gooch.
so that's so listen.
The grundle.
I don't even fuck with the what do you call that? The grundle.
The grundle.
Yeah,
Grooch.
yeah. I don't even fuck with the grundle. To keep it real, I'm not a big balls nigga either. With the sucking on the balls,
Pause.
I'm not.
So
big
he got little balls.
Nigga, his girl said pause. Like, pause. This nigga talk about what
I'm
he
just
got.
kidding.
I ain't
He
trying
just
to
put
hear
it out
none of
there.
that.
I love this.
Come on, son.
I
You
love
shy. I had to lay it up. I had to dunk it.
Look how red his
First of all,
face
hold
is
on,
getting.
hold on. First of all, what y'all not gonna be
I'm not a
doing
big ball
is
person.
clowning my nigga. Cause
We not
balls
clowning
ain't nothing
him.
to be
Himself.
bragging about anyway.
He
What you
did it
bragging
himself.
about
You
balls
got-
for?
you got little balls
You can
too?
have these fucking.
You got little
these-
balls?
Hold on, first of
We got
all,
big balls
my
too.
balls
They're
sag
called
like a dog. I'm out here looking. You ever look at the back of a dog and his? This like, why is your balls
But
sagging
you
like
want,
this,
but you
bro?
want your nuts to sag because that
Listen,
means you've
they
emptied them.
definitely hang, but
They said when you
I'm
got
just
big
letting you
balls,
know.
it's full of like cum and shit. You ain't been doing nothing.
Yo,
They said when you got big balloon balls,
Listen,
you're
he's doing a lot.
You're lacking. I need mine sprinkled.
Niggas don't care about big balls.
Listen. Our conversations go so left field.
I actually
Hey yo, but
forgot
hold
one
on,
of my
hold on. Let
points.
me say
Go
something though
ahead.
before we get off this. Listen, cause of what Chelsea was just saying. Like I know my guy Dev said like whatever the balls off limits. Ass.
No.
Oh,
The ball's not
Well,
off
balls
limits.
not off limits.
I'm just
Ass
not
definitely
real.
off
I'm not,
limits.
That's not like a super big
For
thing.
me,
with me.
don't think like for me. I know for me. I want to speak from me, right? From I, right? And I done had bras do crazy. Let me before I even start though, women. Is there like a certain thing, like, cause I think it's levels to shit. Like when you give up the pussy, that's a level, right?
Pussy.
Now when you decide to say, you know what, I'm fucking with him. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna top him now.
Lay
I'm
it
going
down.
crazy.
I'm gonna go crazy.
That's another level, right? Now, like, is eating the ass like a super?
I don't fuck with
I never got to that level, so
I just,
I can't.
So could you imagine yourself getting to that
all right, so
level?
look, no. I didn't want to go there. So I didn't want to ask y'all that.
No.
Then. If you haven't been to that level, and it's let's say the furthest you've been to is top or whatever, right? I'm talking to all of y'all. But do you, and we gotta be honest here. We being honest. This is the Devinwade Show. We giving them nothing but honesty.
Bro.
Is there some things that you probably have believed because of your confidence in yourself and what you do. Is there certain things that you believe like, oh no, when I do this, I know I'm gonna fuck him up?
Oh, yeah.
Like whether it be the pussy, whether it be the top.
Hell yeah. I'll be having those tricks already.
We know the
Go ahead,
takedown.
Dashima.
Like, we know our takedown
Like
move.
I've done this before.
We be saving it.
I was into it, but you know, I was giving head and I was like, you know, going low, and he kept scooting up. I'm like,
This nigga gave you the scooter.
scooting up. So he wanted me to like eat his ass.
At
and I'm
that
like,
ass.
So that's how you know a man
kept
like him
scooting
keeps scooting
on
up.
you.
But
Tasted it.
I
Jew eat his
wasn't
ass.
into it. No.
All right, so
I wasn't
and so
into
my
How did you deny him?
What was
How
his
did
name?
you deny him?
What was his name?
You just followed him up, right?
Scooter.
his name was Scooter.
Hold on. So you just
That
followed
shit
him
don't
up?
let that went back up.
Huh?
I went.
Yeah, you just followed him up. Like, nigga, you not slick.
nigga,
I ain't playing
that.
Because that's y'all trick. Y'all do that too.
And guys be
Y'all
like-
y'all be
Guys
y'all
be like,
their
push your head down there. You be kissing, they be like this, push your head down there.
Y'all be
Nigga,
doing the
don't
exact
push my
same
head.
thing.
I'm like, get there.
A
You're
nigga
already-
start off at your lips, you already pushing him down. Oh shit!
a lie. That's a
nah,
lie.
y'all be mad aggressive with that
I
shit at
never
times.
done
Drink at
The
y'all.
only
Shut up.
the only reason I asked y'all that is because from my experience, from the one or two times that I remember encounters where like I allowed it. I'm like, fuck it. She ain't putting no finger, nothing in my shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with
She
that.
wanna like run her little tongue up and down, whatever, from the lower back to the ass crack, all that. Okay,
shit.
you playing like that? Yeah.
Porno, porter.
No.
Let's
No.
get it.
Porter.
Thurman Pumper, here we go.
This is this is the Thurman. Listen, this is the Thurman Street Pumper.
No.
nigga.
Porter got freaking him at high levels, but it's definitely boundaries. But I got freaking me at high levels.
You like the
So,
licking up and down joint like this.
Don't we all?
Listen,
He said, do
Anyway.
it now, do
That's
it.
what you
now.
like.
City
It went like
crazy.
this.
listen, whatever.
I'm
But
just saying, that's what happened.
listen, she want to make directions and shit. Like, oh, it was crisscross.
You
and
said
all that.
you like when she went up and down.
Yeah,
you
she
know,
was.
up and
Yo,
down.
she
the-
spelled
I
it
didn't
right.
even
All
get.
right,
I
this is
didn't-
enough booty
I didn't-
licking
I didn't
details.
even get to her.
Get to the point.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying that. A lot of times y'all gotta understand the same way that y'all, got confidence in yourself and whatever. Cause I just remember being in those situations where like I felt like that was why the broad was trying that. Like it was like, oh, I'm gonna have him head over heels over the shit. And the whole time I'm sitting there like, this not gonna work.
Yeah,
Like
this ain't it.
I'm going to let you, like, and I'm going to
Oh,
see
and
what
you're
it.
basically saying that when she did it, it wasn't like, you ain't turning me out, bitch. This was regular.
He basically like
I
get
mean,
to the
I
top.
just feel like
Ah.
it's always mind over matter. I just felt like those specific people. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm just saying
yeah.
in these certain encounters, I felt like it was done with that
that
motive.
mindset. Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fucking him up. It's over after
So,
this.
once
Niggas gonna call me
again-
every day.
And
Once
she
again,
wasn't,
this
and
is
she
my
wasn't.
thing.
It wasn't. Because you got to understand.
And did you tell her that?
Hell no.
No, but she knew.
Yeah,
like she knew because eventually,
First
like
of all,
it wasn't nothing there.
You
no
never
calls,
tell
no
them that
nothing.
they.
He said no
Damn.
calls and
Never tell them
crazy.
that. But no.
What you gonna say, Garnett?
What the fuck was I about to say? I feel like I got one of these moments once an episode where I
Why
just
eating
forget.
ass? It had to be about eating ass.
Now,
Oh, okay. All right, hold
We
on.
gotta
Hold on.
stop letting this nigga smoke
Hold
weed,
on,
nigga.
hold
No, I told he didn't
Hold
smoke
on.
today, but
Yeah,
I told
did it.
you.
I did it.
He didn't.
What the fuck was I about to say? Oh, as far as
We gotta check. Listen, we gotta get this nigga check for fucking.
Check is yours.
yo, it be him and Puerto Rich.
we was talking
Him and
about
Puerto
something.
Rich.
Now we was talking
Eating
about.
ass.
Okay, so
You love
this is
eating
my
ass.
thing right here. So I feel like it's just dangerous to play with a man like that. I'm a man and I've been around. Of course, everybody's been around me their whole life. I have friends. Niggas is dirty, bro. Like, and
Exactly.
I know niggas' assholes is hairy. What's the odds of a nigga shaving his asshole? To me,
that's
slim to
often.
none. Well, hold on.
Every nigga I dealt with shaved their
I don't
ass.
shave it bald because. But when you shave like bald like that, you gotta like ingrown hairs and all. It's just other issues. But I do trim it down.
Yo,
So,
listen,
right.
Garnett
I
is
do trim it
afraid.
down.
Garnett has a fear of white draws, so let's keep that in mind.
I
don't know
think
how to wipe his
everybody
ass
should have
yet.
a fear of white draws,
I
especially
love
if you
white
have
panties.
booty hair. No. Especially if you have booty hair.
who still
Because
has booty
you can-
hair?
Well, I'm talking about me, because I'm not
Can
shaving
we
my
get rid of
ass.
that booty hair?
Yeah, but I'm not shaving my ass completely bald. The
Well,
same way
trim
you
it
just
down.
said. But even still with that,
I
it's
can imagine
still
what that shit look like
hair.
right now.
It's still hair.
You know what you
there.
gotta do?
And the shit is
When
you,
you-
can
Get it,
Listen,
baby
when
white.
you shit, I recommend that you shower.
Yeah.
I recommend that a shower
Thank you,
comes with
Dr.
the shit.
Porter. Thank you,
Listen.
Dr. Porter.
No,
Yeah.
I support that. I just don't wear white drawers, bro. I'm just not like. Why would I ain't wearing
This
white
nigga
drawers.
found out that I had white drawers. It could be said, nigga, you out here.
No,
with white
that's some
drawers?
brave shit. That's some like,
He
dog.
said that he was
How
like, yo,
clean
you one
are
of the
you?
bravest niggas.
Oh, you like
How
a real
clean?
villain. You
How-
like a real villain if you wear white drawers and you know you be
I'm
shitting
just
a lot.
saying because no, I just know myself, not the fact that I shit a lot. My aunt, she bought me white drawers one time for Christmas.
He had them
and
skid marks.
I literally I felt like I'm like, damn, like this what you gonna do to me? Like you know
We
I'm
heard
not
this story
able to,
before. I
but
remember this.
it's very true. Where it's like, yo, like niggas not wiping their ass as clean as you think that you wipe your ass. I know
Listen,
that for
Hold
a
on,
fact.
Garnett, though. You don't look
don't
like,
it.
listen.
That 10
and
times
I don't
swipe.
mean- I don't mean to get personal. I don't want to get personal. 'Cause
No,
there's
no.
a lot of these are pause moments.
Listen, we put
But-
this is
Yeah,
personal.
this is the pause show. Shout out
Personal
to
Porter.
GB.
I mean, we
Pause
talk about
bag.
ass and everything.
But
How
listen,
more personal?
But you don't look like the hairiest guy.
Nah.
You look
I'm
like,
not a filter, so that's why I'm saying I'm just going by my
You look
hair.
like it's-
I'm not the
Let me
hairiest
see your
guy.
arms.
You look like a smooth
I'm not
salad.
the I'm not
You
the
got good hair,
hairiest
though.
guy. I have regular hair, and I'm telling you, with regular hair, oh, y'all wilding
Listen,
for going
let
down
me
there.
ask-
Y'all have
hold
no
on.
business going down there without making sure that that person. is clean.
Listen, we gotta bring
You
the
gotta make sure
motherfucking
that nigga
wheel out,
clean.
man. We gotta bring the wheel out. I don't
Hey,
know. We don't know what the fuck happened this
do
episode,
that.
but
it's called.
I loved it.
Can we get a sponsor of tweezers or something? For
No,
the ass?
we need a ball shaving, like a razor.
Yeah, ball
sponsor.
shaver or something for the men on the
Yo,
show.
make sure y'all call that number, man. Just like that catering, they set it off. Filet mignon
Facts.
burgers, fish tacos.
Yes,
like,
215
super exclusive.
303-7795.
Let's get
Yes.
I can bet you it's gonna land on twerk.
So,
rate.
so hold on.
Hold on, maybe it won't. Maybe it won't.
it. And it'll fuck around and land on
What
it,
I
too.
say?
It don't matter anyway.
Got a bitch that's always working and
Hey.
she put in overtime. Got another
No, we
bitch
got
that's
some
twerking
tips
and
for our
she got
babies.
OnlyFans. Got
Oh,
a nerd
y'all
text
ready? It's
telling
coming
me
out the
that
booth.
I'm
We
a
always
holy
got
man
tips
and I'm
for our
like,
babies here.
bitch move. Gotta keep
Hey.
it pushing. I make big moves. Lot of people looking big,
Hey.
step with big shoes. Niggas tryna keep up with me. Got a Glock, keep it cool. Niggas know I keep it with me. Yeah. Now that I keep me stick
There
for
it
sure.
goes.
I'm cleaning it so it won't jam. I
There
had
it
two
goes.
hoes, I fucked them both. Now I need they friends.
That
I had
ass
two
is
hoes, they
fat.
got too close. Never seen them again. I got two hoes, one face like Gina, other body like Pam. Hoes, fuck them both at the same time. Two phones going off, we can FaceTime. I've been on them for
It's always crazy, man. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Make sure that y'all like. Make sure that y'all subscribe. For myself, for motherfucking Chelsea Lee, for Garnett Briscoe.
Put the money in the bucket. Bucket.
Listen, they getting it. For Dashima, for
Dump it.
Porter, for
Dump
Wally
it.
D, for
Dump it.
Els, for
Dump it.
everybody. Appreciate y'all. This been another episode of the Devinwade Show. Peace.
Hey.